sure this is very nice in the summer, but today it's pretty dismal. And I remember that the museum in Colditz Castle doesn't open until 10. I think it's 10 anyway. It didn't last time or something like that. So I'm not exactly racing to get there. I never race anyway, but I'm going particularly slowly now. 70 kilometers an hour. Ah, well, having said that, it is the speed limit. Look at that. There you go. Number of parking spaces I've noticed as well. Three kilometers to Colditz. Almost there. So if you were escaping, this is what you'd have to get through. Colditz camp is one of the best known, I think, of all the POW camps, largely because of the television series and what have you. It must be absolutely pointed out, though, that the prisoners enjoyed a great deal of privileges. They were better fed than the guards in most cases, because they received Red Cross parcels. And they behaved in a way, and this happened in lots of goon baiting, doing practical jokes on the German guards, which in most cases were really, it wouldn't have got away with if had there been a stricter regime. The absolute adherence to the Geneva Convention by the Germans, and stands out in marked contrast to the way many others found themselves being treated by the Nazi regime. And some people, there was the one escapee, a French lieutenant whose name I can't remember, I think first name may have been Alan, but he, having escaped, he took part in resistance activity and was later murdered by the Gestapo. So you think about what happened at the Zagan escapees, the Great Escape, 50 of them murdered by the Nazis. I think puts things into perspective. Only one death occurred, and that was September 44, when the one they tried to escape, and in the circumstances it was the guards had to shoot, and it's perfectly acceptable. I'll give you here. Stadt Colditz, Kreis Leipzig. So we're coming in, getting welcome to coming into Colditz. There's the hotel, so I sort of imagined that the castle would sort of stand out. It does dominate the town, there's no doubt about it, but when the fog's down, it makes it a bit more difficult to dominate. Colditz as a town has seen a large amount of depopulation. The reason for this is obviously with the East Germany, nobody wants to live here. Nobody wants to live in East Germany, then Eastern Germany wants to live here either. So I mean that is the reason. Although I think it's quite attractive, frankly. So the depopulation of the town, I think about 20% just after reunification is gone, or something like that. I said in Dusseldorf how cheap it is to buy a house in Bautzen, which is just to the south, or a bit further south, southeast in fact. People said to me, well, yeah, but who wants to live in Bautzen? Well, Bautzen, I bet it's really nice in the summer. But really cheap. You can buy a house with a garden, or about 60,000 euros. Now I know where I am. Ha ha ha. Been here before. Railway line, which used to bring the prisoners in. Well, not anymore. It's been taken up. There's a castle, written in English. There's the river. There you are, Willkommen in Colditz. There's the castle, there up there. There we go. Right, I'm going to stick the car up the top somewhere, so when I leave up, I can get out reasonably quickly. If not, I'll come down, have a prowl around the town. Oh, Hochwasser, 13th of August 2002. Pretty high, that is. Traffic up. Right, so I'll come down once I've been up the top and show you around if it's not raining too hard. A pretty clear view of the castle from here. My car's squealing no end. Like I said, the car was in the garage for 4 years, not being moved, so it does have a right to complain. Don't know where to go here. Might be right. So the castle's up here. Schloss Castle to the left, and I see the youth hostel has been put in here now. Ah, the youth hostel is not in the castle, as I suspected. It's yeah, it's away from the castle. There's the youth hostel. There's the castle down there. Alright, so I'm gonna have to park the car somewhere, but not too far away. Last time I parked just outside the main entrance, so I'm gonna try and do that now. No, I'm not gonna be able to do that now because the road's blocked. Right, park the car somewhere else. Okay, then, well, you don't want to see me park the car, I'll just turn it around and find somewhere to park around here.